So I would say the takeaways for this reading are women's bodies are clearly a site of objectification on My Big Fat American Gypsy Wedding. Uh, Ali Young contends that women's bodies are analogous to this framework of land and traditional patriarchal conceptions of land. It was an interesting argument. And previously, when I said that one of the particular approaches was sexist, I don't mean that Ali Young is sexist. I mean the approach to thinking of women's bodies in this sort of objectified way is sexist. It's an interesting argument that really exposes a patriarchal approach to women's bodies. There's some notion that there's a real and authentic culture here, but it's a sort of glossing over the authenticity of this culture without addressing real systematic problems that exist within the community. There's what Ali Young calls anti-talent and monstrous femininity on this show, and that's actually celebrated. As you saw in the clips, it's not what we would think of as traditional femininity, and not the kind of femininity that's been sort of featured on other shows that we've looked at. The show really only reinforces stereotypes of Roma gypsies and Irish travelers. There's not a whole lot that one would point to that's progressive about this show other than sort of general exposure to these communities. But ultimately, these shows work to reinforce existing stereotypes as opposed to undercutting them.